Alright. I made a major mistake. I forgot something. This doesn't go there. Because those are... I need another finger right here. Another phalange. So, if that's the case, then we have another knuckle here. It looks something like that, and then it goes like this. If my computer can cooperate with me. It goes like that. Whoops. Now this hand is obviously a lot bigger than it's supposed to be, but I'm just going to resize it later. I'm not going to worry about that. I just want to learn. I'm going to save before my computer crashes. Because it's gonna. It's a little cold in Canada, so I gotta put some more wood in the fire. think it's really cool that there's this like wristband. I don't know what to call it, but it seems like there's a wristband. That exists right on our wrists. That's so amazing to me. And this goes like that. And there's like a knuckle approximately here, I guess. Okay. Okay. Now there's this really cool, I guess, tendon. Goes from the wristband all the way to the tip of our thumb. So I should probably get rid of this. So there's this little tendon here, but there's that larger one right above it. So starting from here and going all the way. And the muscles are probably like wrapping all around our massive thumb muscles. Cave women were like, "Ooh, look at his thumbs. They're amazing. We have to mate with him as quickly as possible." it kind of ignores the knuckle altogether. So we'll just bring this down some more. And the muscles go from the index finger underneath, like that. So thumb goes like this, and the muscles over here go underneath. And there's like another knuckle here. Look at how beautiful that knuckle is. To me, that's beautiful. At some point, it goes like this here. It becomes like a thumb. Right? Kind of like that. Oh yeah. So we have this muscle here that goes like that. And of course, there's a tendon above here that wants to go and follow everyone else underneath this flap of skin, or muscle, bandage. I don't know what it is. And I don't care what it's called. All I know, it's there. I wonder, do they make you study the names of the muscles and the tendons in art school? I wonder. And like you're graded on that. It's like, can you name them? Pfft, do we need to name them? No, I can't name them. And I'm not gonna name them. I don't want to be a doctor. I mean, I totally want to be a doctor. On Archer when Krieger says that. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I mean, I'm totally a doctor. Krieger's my hero. I want to be a mad scientist. Ah, man, to be a mad scientist must be so much fun. Okay, this drawing doesn't have that layer of muscle over these things. It just assumes that this one, whatever the hell this is just kind of holding all of our hand in place. Can you imagine boxers are like totally destroying this? this beautiful artwork. But, you know, it's cool too. I love boxing. That's why they bandage up all their hands and everything, to prevent all of this from falling apart. Because all they do is practice punching. Well, they do other things. So to me, boxing is the best athletes in the world are boxers. I think that they are the most perfectly conditioned people. I could be wrong about that. That's just my personal opinion. But I love boxing. I love the workout in boxing and everything. Having said that, they really mess up their hands. Can you imagine, like, you're an artist and you like boxing and then you mess up your hands? I think artists and boxers depend on their hands. Although the guy on the movie, actually it was portrayed by Daniel Day-Lewis, but he really was an artist. He painted with his feet. So, I guess you can paint with your mouth too. But our primary way to paint is with our hands, right? And draw and create things. It sets us apart from the animals. Because we create things. Nope, that knuckle would be too close. Maybe it's the size here. I think this knuckle should be smaller. It's way too big. I like my other drawing better. The one that I lost. It was much nicer than this one. Boop, 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 boop. Muscle fibers, muscle fibers. Can you imagine if we had to do this the old-fashioned way? We didn't have a computer, and we had to, like, dissect corpse hands just to learn like Da Vinci learned. I mean, you have to really want to learn to be, like, dissecting a human corpse and living through that. I want to learn, but I don't think I want to learn that badly. So we have these tendons that come up on top right here, and it's followed all the way through. Oh, I didn't draw them in there, and I think it's so beautiful. I should probably put them in. it's beautiful in a way to me that's functional, and how evolution made this so functional, which I credit women, because women, not all women, I guess sometimes, like, of course they're raped and whatever, but like women choose who they're gonna mate with, right? So it's women who drive evolution. Men, like us, will just pretty much mate with anything and anybody. But women are kind of picky. I'm sure some guys are picky. I mean, like, not all men are like that. But women have been like, ooh, he's got amazing thumbs. We need to mate with his thumbs. I think that's funny. Okay, what does that look like on the wrist? We have no idea. They just kind of end there. They kind of go like this, and all of these tendons kind of go together, and they meet at the wrist. Everybody, all roads lead to the wrist. And then you have this other phalange that's in the back here. You can barely see it. I could be like Bob Ross and say, well, in a nice little tree lives right here, right on top of this guy's finger. What a beautiful tree. Whoops. Go away. It's Tree Man. Right. I'll get rid of that tree. I don't want to draw trees on top of people's heads. Okay, it's very obvious that this hand is way too big for this body. I don't even think that thumb is in the right place. It looks kind of wonky. Oh, boys. It looked better. It really did. Right before I lost everything, the first hand I drew was much better. This hand, not so much. So I'm gonna size that down. Da Vinci would be so jealous about this. Although I think he would say it's lazy and say, nope, Gary, you have to redo it all. So what, dude? I'm not redoing this whole frickin' hand again. Yep. Man. 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 Oh, man. I think this is even too big. Or maybe not. Because my hand, it can pretty much almost cover the top of my head. And I got small hands. I mean, totally got big hands. So this dude here probably has small hands, right? And he is not, nobody's mating with this guy, okay? Oh, no, he has small hands. I don't want to mate with him. Sorry, buddy, your genes aren't going to be passed on. You got small hands. Unless you can find a way to grow your hands, and then you can mate. I don't like the position of that thumb. It's really bugging me. Do I dare move it? Do I dare? Kinda, sorta? Kinda, sorta? He has no epidermis. Poor guy. Alright. So there's my comic book page frame. Now the idea here, I'm going to save. The idea is to save everything before your computer crashes. Now the reason why he's holding his head is because he fell down on it. So he's like, ow. And part of the process of my comic book that I'm practicing here is I want to be able to tell a visual story. So I want there to be a conflict. I want to demonstrate conflict. And now the conflict here, How many types of conflicts are there? I forgot. I think there's like 4 or 5. Man versus man, man versus nature, man versus society, man versus himself. So, but I want to portray this like the spiritual being. So, oh, it is there. Okay. Supernatural. A supernatural being. A demon. An inner demon. This one. Interesting. Acromion. Trapezius. So our shoulders, what does that look like? It's up, but our shoulders don't really do anything. Not our shoulders, but our neck, I guess. Our shoulders right there. So this thing here pretty much stays put. And it goes down like this. Look at that. Backs are amazing. There's a lot of muscles. There's like layers and layers of muscles in the back, and I failed to draw this part here. I think the drawing that the picture that I was kind of copying that from showed what it looked like underneath another layer of muscle. So that layer of muscle kind of comes, well, it's like a diamond shape. So it goes up like this. And then it comes down